Good evening guys, Matt here and welcome to this brand new episode of my channel. I hope you're all doing very well tonight. In this episode, I thought I would bring you guys a fragrance that I've been meaning to review for a really long time now. It's a scent that I would consider one of my personal favorites for the springtime. I've been wearing it a lot, like I said, especially these times, because the weather here in the UK has sort of been on the cold side, but we've had a few hot days as well. Like today was strangely quite hot, and I wore this today because I wanted to see how it was, and it actually worked really well on my skin. This has been my scent of the day, and I just thought I would finally bring you guys a review. And the fragrance that I'm talking about is Hanae Mori HM. So wow, what can I tell you about HM by Hanae Mori? Wow, this scent is this is one that I love. This is a fragrance that I really enjoy. It has a great smell. It actually has great projection as well. So in terms of all of the facts of what makes a really good fragrance, this is one of them in my opinion. Now I ordered this fragrance, this bottle here, a 50 ml off of eBay. I think I paid like £17 for this. So it's a really inexpensive scent. This one you can pay, like I said, 100 mils go for like in the 20s. So you probably pay like £25 here in the UK for a big bottle, which is again a bargain. But at the time I just decided to get this 50 ml bottle to really test what the fragrance itself is like. It really is just an amazing scent. It doesn't smell like anything else that I own. It's certainly just a different blend from anything I've ever tried. Now, this fragrance was actually created by Miss Hanae Mori herself. And in case you guys don't know who she is, she's a Japanese fashion designer. And she was actually one of the first Japanese fashion designers to be accepted into the basically the French fashion in general. She moved to Paris when she was really young, and she started her own business, making dresses, making all types of clothing basically. And you know, as the fragrance world was really erupting in the 90s, that's when she started to make her fragrances. Yeah, let's go ahead and spray it. Not wearing anything today apart from this. I haven't sprayed it on my hands yet, so let's give this a nice So like I said before guys, this is for the eau de parfum concentration. There is also an eau de toilette, and I'm pretty sure there's aftershaves available on, you know, wherever, but this is for the eau de parfum, the strongest concentration you can get in this fragrance. And wow, just the scent is really strong, like when you apply it at first, but obviously it doesn't stay strong for a while. The sillage on this is really good, but after about 10 minutes the fragrance really starts to mellow down. So in terms of what the smell is, okay, in terms of the accords, what we really get in this fragrance is we get main accords of aromatic, floral, woody, citrus, balsamic, and vanilla. So yeah, you guys might be thinking, citrus with vanilla. Well, believe it or not, there's a lot of fragrances out there which feature citrus and vanilla in it, but this fragrance in particularly really, to me, plays a big part with the vanilla note and the lemon note. There is also some other notes in this which we will be going through right now, guys. So the overall notes list for HM, I really love the notes list for this fragrance in my opinion. Basically what we get, the note breakdown basically is this in order. So we get lavender, lemon, blackcurrant, and green notes. That's pretty much what we get in the top. In the heart we get jasmine, iris, lily of the valley, and Bulgarian rose. And in the base we get moss, cedarwood, tonka, powdery vanilla, a touch of chocolate, and some amber as well. So straight away, this opens up with a very delicious lemon smell. It resembles to me like a lemon sherbet candy, like a sherbet lemon basically. It's what it smells closely to me. A straight up lemon. It smells sugared. It smells like a candied lemon. But at the same time, it gives me this feeling of like a clean, out of the shower sort of smell as well. That's really what I get out of this. I guess, straight away I don't really get any floral smells out of this. I don't really get a lily, nor do I really get a rose. Well, maybe there's like a tiny bit of rose, but straight away as soon as you smell this, it's just all about that lemon, straight from the get-go. You just get this lemon blast with this tiny bit of vanilla underneath, creating like a creamy, zesty scent. That's pretty much what this is. It kind of reminds me as well of like the type of soaps. Like it kind of reminds me of like a smell of soap that you would find in like a Lush shop, like a bath bomb, that kind of thing. Which isn't a bad thing, I mean they smell really good anyway. But in terms of this fragrance, it's really, really incredible. It's that same kind of citrus smell, like a soapy citrus with like a creamy vanilla undertone. That's really what I get out of this. It's a real shame because I don't really get a chocolate. And I remember when I first checked this fragrance out on Fragrantica, I was expecting a chocolate note. I mean, a lot of reviewers have mentioned the chocolate and they said that they can basically smell it. To me, I mean, it's kind of there, maybe like a tiny little bit, but if anything, what I get is I get more of the black currant coming through now as it's settling down on my skin. The black currant's starting to shine in very, very slightly, but still this lemon's dominating with that vanilla underneath. But I feel like the more I smell it, the more it might give me a bit of a headache. Not in a bad way, just sometimes when you smell it too much, it can become a little bit nauseating. I think it's just because of the overall lemon blast at the beginning, but once it dries down, that alcohol goes, you really are left with an amazing scent. A very nice, unique fragrance in my opinion. 1997 release, this guys, and I'm honestly surprised that this fragrance is still in production because, I mean, it's just because it's so old and it's really inexpensive online, and that kind of makes me think, well, are these guys gonna discontinue this fragrance? I don't know. It could come to that, it might not, but I would hope and pray that this fragrance stays in production for a long time because to me it doesn't smell like a dated scent whatsoever. I mean, the 90s was an exciting time, I think, for fragrance because it was a time when fragrances really did start to get unique, and lemon and freshness and those sort of fresh notes that, like, it really came into fashion in the 90s, and I think this is a very, very very creative blend from Mrs. Hanae Mori herself, Madame Hanae Mori, I should say. She really did a great job with this. It reminds me again of niche quality. Like, it smells like a niche quality scent in my opinion. If you were to put this in a nicer looking bottle, like a gold bottle with some metallic elements on there, a few crystals and whatnot, this fragrance would probably sell. I mean, it may not have niche fragrance power, like it may not have niche fragrance longevity, but it certainly does have a bit of oomph to it for a citrus scent. And because usually citrus fragrances don't last long due to the just due to the way that the notes are, citrus notes are, they just don't last long in general because they're only known for creating freshness. Whereas if you want something that lasts long, you're looking for a vanilla or something spicy, oriental, that kind of thing. This lemon lasts and lasts and lasts until you're really left with this subtle, lemony, citrusy, vanilla-y, ambery kind of smell on the dry down, which to me is just gorgeous. Kind of smells a little bit like a lemon pie actually in the dry down. It kind of has that sort of that sweetness in the dry down with that vanilla, and that's the part that I really like. It just creates a very comfortable fragrance, and it's wonderful. In fact, this is the type of fragrance that I would definitely wear on a spring evening, say like in a nightclub. I think it would do really, really well, like especially when it gets really hot in a nightclub. This one, like if you were to spray this, say 5 hours beforehand, and you're in a nightclub, and you can't really smell the fragrance before going into the nightclub, and then once you start sweating, this is that type of fragrance that pretty much reaches off your skin and it falls with the sweat, and it creates this strong aroma, and it doesn't make you smell bad. It pretty much covers up the sweat really, really well, and when you wear this, it just makes you smell like literally this is pouring out your own skin basically, and it's a gorgeous blend, and oh god, really, really nice. I haven't actually tried any other Hanae Mori fragrances. There are other ones I'm wanting to try. I just need to get my hands on them eventually. But this guys, really, really astonishing fragrance in my opinion. It's different, and I don't think it's for every guy because I think it's quite a unisex fragrance. I think that citrus and vanilla has that playfulness. So I can't really see why a woman couldn't wear this fragrance. It smells playful enough. It actually has a bit of a feminine vibe about it, but not overly feminine to the point where men can't wear it. Of course, it's a masculine fragrance. It just smells casual. It smells clean. It smells fresh, but again, it has a bit of a powderiness to it. It does have a bit of a, like I said, it can make your nose fill up a bit. It's one of those fragrances that stays in your nose for a long time, but that's not always a bad thing. That means it's pretty much good quality. And this fragrance is good quality. Like, it's definitely one of the nicest fragrances that I own. And you guys might be thinking, really? There's so many nicer fragrances out there. Well, I mean, considering my budget and the way that I collect fragrances, this is definitely one of the ones that I love. Just because of its uniqueness, and it really doesn't smell like anything else I own. So I would highly recommend this, guys. This is Hanae Mori, well, HM by Hanae Mori. This is the Eau de Parfum. Beautiful fragrance, sort of citrusy, gourmand, aromatic fragrance. Well, I would call it citrus aromatic with gourmand nuances. That's what I would say. Not too much of a gourmand-ish vibe, but there is still an edibleness when it comes to this fragrance. Like, it actually smells really delicious. It smells like a little bit, actually, like a Starburst, lemon and lime in a weird way. Just a kind of candied lemon kind of smell. Really, really delicious stuff, guys. So I would recommend this to you if you haven't tried it. If you're into your citrus aromatics and you're looking for something that smells different, that smells very, very different and has very, very good value for money, this is really, really good. You should definitely get it, guys. Hanae Mori HM from 1997. Would highly recommend it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll be uploading a video probably 3 times a week from now on. I've made promises in the past and I've never done them, but however, this time I mean it. And I really hope you guys have enjoyed this. So take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.